Welcome back to what I did. This is a possible new lively channel about what I did. It might be called TEFL, what I did, or teaching what I did. It really isn't settled yet. Is it settled yet? Nah, it really isn't settled yet. So we're going to go with what I did, or indeed for this one, what I am doing. And this is about what I am doing to try and get onto different platforms, try to increase the number of revenue streams that I've got coming in, what I have learnt and what it has taught me from the recent episode with Wales English is that you cannot trust one revenue stream. I can see times maybe where some sort of control may just mean, or some actions that you do may mean that you don't get internet. It could so easily become a situation, and I don't want to go down the rabbit hole here, and I don't want to go all tinfoil hat, of course not, as if I would. Goodness me, that's not going to happen, is it? Is it? But anyway, what we can do now is to try and make sure that different revenue is coming from different places, and not to put eggs in a digital basket and wait for them to get cracked and stood on and poured over your head, as Wales metaphorically did. They didn't do that. I mentioned in a previous video about Amazing Talker. I filled in the application form, put the photo in, did the video. Did we do a video? No, I don't think you had to do a video. Okay, so this is a very brief look at the application process for Amazing Talker. You put in your general information, nationality, what you want to teach, your teaching experience, your current job status, which is unusual for an online teaching platform to ask for, what monthly income you want to earn, how many hours you want to work, 5 personal strengths that you think make you a good teacher. Could be anything. Could be those. Continue your registration. Then they quickly want you to sign up for an Amazing Talker account, which is very early on in any process to set up an account. Usually it comes at the end of all your information putting in, but on this they want you to set up an account very quickly, and the reason for that comes into view later. Confirm time zone, how you heard about them, bits of information, telephone number. So all these things you don't have to put in straight away. You can skip these things, but you can't skip confirming your email address. They want you to do that quickly. So you get to this page, you put in information, not a lot of information, and you put in what you want to teach. So you want to teach English or Spanish or flamenco dancing, not easy online, and put in what languages you do speak, and you can put in as many choices for what you're very good at as you want. And they ask for the obligatory photo. do want you to confirm email address. So you get reminded about that as you go through the process. So there are brief questions about your resume, experience, education, teaching certificates. So pop them in if you have them. And then they ask you for your price setting. So if you have a very quickly formulated pricing, put that in. It shows here if you put in £4, then it shows you what they would pay you out of that £4. So they would pay you £2.91, and then they show what the student pays. So they take from you and they add on to the student costs. Same for your 50-minute regular session. So be aware of that. General availability. So they ask you to fill in your hours, what hours you think you want to work during the week. So the way this differs from other platforms, teaching platforms, and the application process is that amazing talkers they get to the heart of things a lot quicker. Like in terms of pricing, availability, which a lot of other platform application forms don't generally ask for early on until you've made your application. Amazing Talker are very much on the front foot. So if you think about these things previous to putting in your application, it might help you a little bit. Also as well, setting up your availability for what hours you're available allows them to schedule your interview and mock demo class. So that's quite important, because then they can set up that interview, and they try and set up the interview within 72 hours. So they're very much on the front foot. You put your email address up, you've set up your account. They want to know when they can set up that initial meeting and demo lesson. The demo class lasts about 10 minutes, depending on who is doing the interview with you. The interview can last anywhere. I think my interview, or my initial interview wasn't really an interview, but it lasted about an hour and a half, because basically he thought, the person interviewing thought the demo class was good, so wanted me on board. So they're very much alive to getting people started, getting them set up, allowing you to start getting classes. And generally I think it's about 5 minutes from when you've actually set up your application form, you get an email from like a top teacher who says that they will be your sort of mentor should you need more advice. Again, very different to other teaching platforms where you can fill in all your information and not hear back from them for about 5 months. So there you go, quick and brief look at the online application process. So I filled in the forms, and as I said in a previous video, they got back very quick. They were very supportive. They were very much on the front foot for you getting your things done. They got an interview set up very quickly, which I did. In that interview, you do a 5 to 10 minute demo class. I prepared some slides about sport and based it around past tense. So this is what you get with Amazing Talker. You get a mentor team that will guide you, help you to set up and get the students coming in, and then looking to how to keep your students. And they offer a support mechanism for teacher content, class content. Platform connects you to students. It's up to you to catch them, if you will, to persuade them to make them buy your product. So there is a pressure to push your brand. So it's a pressure to also know your brand, to know what you want to teach, how your classes will look. I really do want to get started. I want to build up students. I want to get doing trials. I want to really throw myself into it. The financial possibilities of any of these platforms, I think, relies on how much initial prep time and hours you do at the start, and what you charge for those classes at the start. Many people on many videos will tell you class charges at the start low. Build up students, offer a lower price, less pressure to deliver a great product. Also, you're getting good feedback. You're getting positive feelings from students. Students are going to stick with you, and then gradually you can put your prices up. What I will do is regular video updates, charting just how this process with Amazing Talker goes. When I start doing classes, how are those classes? What are those classes like? I'm going to do a video on building, how to quickly build rapport. My own take on it. What I do. Have I mentioned that? What I do is my new idea for lots of interesting videos about what I do. It's a big change of pace, but it's one that I'm excited about and need to get involved with. So yeah, I will do regular updates. We'll see how Amazing Talker goes. We'll see what other platforms I end up teaching on, and see if we can have a bit of fun with what I do. Thank you for watching again. If you did, please like, share and subscribe, because that's what everyone says, so it must be right. See you later.